Morning and welcome to Garden 365 61. And here's something I was hoping to show you on Garden 365 60. All tidied up now, all the brash has been burned or disposed of in a really meaningful way. All of the smaller sticks, they've been kept for kindling, and we got about a 1 ton bag worth of logs, and at the very back there there's some really useful wood for woodworking projects in the future. So that's what I've been doing today. Now at the moment it's all about harvesting, drying out, preserving and protecting, so we keep our food later for in the year. But also there's some great opportunities now to start planting for the autumn and into the winter. In here we had the garlic, which is currently drying in the greenhouse, but now what I'm going to do is clear those weeds out and apply some more soil just to top up the raised bed, and I'm going to make sure that's really invigorated with good nutrients to grow whatever I'm going to plant in here. And stage one, get the weeds out. So now that's clear, and the next one is to break some of those bigger pieces of soil up just so it's nice and fine. Now because the soil is incredibly light, I can break it up with my hands. I actually find it quite relaxing just to sit here on the side of the raised bed, just break it up and really get a feel for the soil. Now I know this needs definitely some horse muck or compost, or maybe both. This has had garlic growing in it for nearly the last 11 months, so it needs wakening up a little bit, and that'll be possibly the next stage. Completed that stage now. Before I move on, I'm just going to go around the garden and have a look at another 2 or 3 areas that I've got to do very similar with. This area had beans and peas in. As you can see, it's had quite a lot of sinkage to the soil, so I just need to break that up and give it a bit of new life with some horse muck and compost. Same with this little one here as well, that needs to be livened up, and I've got a courgette that I'm going to put in there as well, a late courgette. And just before I do that, another opportunity, you notice my mint is starting to go to flower, so what I need to do is to just nip that down. And the same over here with my oregano, I'm just going to trim that down. I have got some basil growing outside there as well, which I'm quite pleased about, even if they have been nibbled. And at the very back there's rosemary. Now if you look here at the bottom, there's new mint growing, which is great. I'll leave that, but then you see there's some that's seeded. What I'll be doing is cutting that back as near to the ground as I can, and then these really long ones with flowers at the top, I'll cut that back off at the ground as well to encourage new growth, and hopefully we'll have some late season mint. I'll do the same with the apple mint and the same with the oregano, although I'm not an oregano expert. And here's my soil mix that I'm using. This is some of the soil out of the garden. I've got some really rough clay soil out of the greenhouse. I've got some horse muck in there, and what I'm going to add now is some well rotted wood chip. And when people see that, they go, whoa, that's good stuff. And all that is this, which is wood chip that I've been given this year, 2 years on. And yes, it makes absolutely great fertiliser for the garden. Yeah, you've got to store it for a couple of years, and most tree surgeons will just deliver this to you free of charge. Wood chip, wonderful for your garden, but don't use too much of it. Now here's the wood chip. Now this next bit is totally optional, as most things are in life. Okay, just get a sieve, place some in the sieve, shake some out, obviously give it a shake. This just lets the smaller bits go through. Nearly the woody bits that are left, just chuck them in for the next year's compost. It really is as simple as that. And in this pod, in the raised beds, I'm going to plant some spinach.
This'll stop them insect vultures.
I'll put some little fine rows in there. You probably can't see them. You probably really won't be able to see me planting these. So I'm just going to pop them in now. I'm not going to record this, and I'll show you when I'm finished. Put them in now. Just going to cover up the seed drills and then give them a can of water. Well, probably half a can. It's not that big. And these should be delicious autumn and hopefully winter spinach. Now in the next pod, I'm going to put a courgette. And you're probably thinking, well, I've already got 4 courgettes in. Why do they want any more? Again, succession gardening, when those are dead, dying off, we'll have another one that'll be producing fruit or courgettes. Now what do I know about courgettes? More than I know about how to produce perfect soil. What do I mean by that? I know courgettes love as much as they can get of anything. So there's horse muck there, and the soil I'm going to put on is topsoil, horse muck, and a little bit of wood chip. I think the courgettes will love it. Well, the courgette. Got one more bucket to put on, and then I'll plant the courgette. All in now, and I know my soil's good, but I didn't know it was that good. It's grown a courgette already. Amazing. Now I know it's mad, but very typical of me. The place I started was the place where the garlic was, and I haven't finished that yet. So I'll have to finish that off tomorrow, weather permitting. And finally finished the area where the garlic was. As you can see, the soil's quite black because there's quite a lot of horse muck in there, and it's good quality soil now. So you can see 2 seed drills, and I'm going to plant that very shortly. And I'm going to plant some turnips in here, and that little packet of seeds that you see are from Bargain Seeds, and they cost 29p. Now I'm thinking maybe 1 packet of seeds per row. Maybe I can even stretch that to 2 rows. For 29p, I think they're incredibly good value for money. You can these days pay £3 for a packet of seeds, 10 times as much. And the problem is, you have so many seeds, you'll never ever use that many turnips ever. So value for money, Bargain Seeds, have a look for them. Now they are quite small seeds. I really am going to struggle to space them out really well. I'm just going to give it my best shot. It'll take a while, so you probably know what I'm going to say. Cue the music. That's it. Use both packets. Not bothered about that. 58p for 2 rows of turnips is pretty good value for money. Now I was on a bit of a time frame there because it's starting to rain, and now I'm going to pack up all my stuff and get myself in the house in the dry. I'll see you soon. Sun's out today. and I found another pod that could do with planting up. So I prepared the soil. I've used garden soil, I've used some worm compost, I've used horse muck, and I've used a little bit of wood chip. And we've got bucket around. Here's bucket. Oh, no, he's being camera shy today. He's very unlike bucket. Yeah, he's camera shy today. So I've got 2 packets of DT brown, Swiss chard, and they're rainbow, so they grow multicolour. So I'm going to put these in now. And these are bigger seeds than what I was planting yesterday, so they're easier to space out. I might not use both packets. I've got both packets on standby. Each packet costs 29p, and as I said, absolute bargain. And I'm going to put them about maybe 1 inch, 2 inches apart, all the way down. You don't need to see all of this. So as I said, cue the music. We harvested some cauliflowers the other night. They were good. A little bit past where they're very best. But now I'm going to replace them with another sort of cauliflower. This is called Remisco. And this is actually a broccoli, but grows very much like a cauliflower, hence the name cauliflower. So I'm not going to over prepare the area, but I've got a little bit of grass growing, and I'm on a bit of a time frame here because of the dreaded cabbage white. I've lifted my net up and I really don't want any of them coming in, so I'm going to do this fairly quickly and get it covered back up as quick as I can. Never had Remisco before. I've been told they're very nice. I'm going to be putting about 10 of these in. The usual thing, something like that, so you're not really finding the plant. Give them a pat, out they come. There's a root system. You can tease it out a little bit if you want. I've decided not to because I'm on a time frame. I'm going to go and get some more, and I'm going to put them all the way across. Now I'm just about to paint these boards, and they're going to be for raised bed 6, aka the strawberry bed. Now my old woodwork teacher always told me, keep it as long as you can for as long as you can. Okay, and this will make it quicker now, but he told me to paint all these boards because I'll paint them all in a wanna, or at least that's the plan. I'm not even going to do cue the music. I'll turn the camera off and show you when I've done them. All done now. I'll let them dry in the sun, or I'll go and have some lunch. And it's great to see honeybees at long last. Bumblebees are always welcome as well. And this is Tez. Here's one I've not seen before. Do you think they're waiting for something? I wonder what. Feeding time at the zoo. And it's an after dinner pool party, as always.
Houdini, who was out late last night.
And Mrs. Wild and the siblings, I'll have theirs very shortly. Had a wonderful day outside. Been outside, I've just worked out for 10 hours. And it's been wonderful, and it's been great because I've managed to share that time with Claire, the pets, Spud, Tez, Minnie and Bucket. Also with the ducks, I've had Houdini with me. The wild ducks, it's been lovely seeing them and all the other ducks. But just being out there with all the wildlife and everything, it has just been absolutely memorable. So I'm just going to finish off now with some watering, and then I'm going to go inside for the evening. And just before I go in, really pleased I managed to do all 5 planks. And not only that, I've now completely painted the fence. Not that bottom bit, but right up to the top there, so pleased with that. And it all now matches in really nicely. Morning. And you're probably wondering why I need these long planks. And the reason is I'm going to complete the strawberry bed clad in it. Now today is the last of my holiday days, which is going to be dry, so I need to really crack on today and get this done, plus a few other jobs as well. And the idea is to cover up all of those blocks with the boards. So that's my job for today. That's it, almost done now. But you can see at the bottom, the soil's just a little bit low. So I need just a little bit more soil to make that up. I'm not going to put another board in the bottom there. It's really not worth it. But I will bring the level up maybe a little bit. And I'm going to get the soil from here, which is desperately overdue for a bit of TLC. So that's my next job, get some soil. And I've all but finished the strawberry bed. Still got a little bit more soil to sort out at the very top, but apart from that now it's all cladded. I'm sort of pretty pleased with how it's turned out. Unfortunately that concludes this week's Gardening 365. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please subscribe to Facebook, please subscribe to YouTube, and thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye. I can see something red. Whoa! It's only a little one, but it's my first ripe chili. Whoopee! Well, it might not be a whopper, but it is mine. Shall we give it a go? Ooh. No, it's actually lovely flavour. Lovely. It's not too hot. It has got a little bit of a kick. This is one of the mild chilies. That bit was a bit warmer. Oh, got the seeds.